A lot of these rappers, the best publicity they're gonna get is from YouTubers who cover them, because YouTubers are the new media. You know, they don't want to get on TV, they don't want to get on Saturday Night Live, they don't want to get on mainstream media, ABC News, Fox News. They want to get on, you know, these guys' YouTube channels.
He's a rich kid who bought his way into the industry with his dad's money and an elementary understanding of marketing. He's not that original. He's not some genius. He's literally 6'9" with a millionaire daddy.
Brandon Buckingham at chat says, have you covered the Lil Mabu scam situation? I actually have not covered that yet, but you know what? Now that you're here, Brandon, let's take a freaking look. Lil Mabu scam. We're gonna look this up on YouTube. Lil Mabu scammed Tommy G for $11,000. Wow. Tommy G clips, Lil Mabu owes me money. 2 hours ago.
I hit him up. He puts me in a group chat with his manager. Only his manager is responding. They're like, yeah, we go and see what we can do about it. Like, we're gonna send an email. And I said, hey, I did this on good faith. I sent him the screenshot, and I'm like, can I send a bill to either Empire or to CMG? Because I don't know about you guys, but 11 grand's a lot of money to me. He doesn't reply, just his little manager replies. And is like, we'll see what we can do about it. I'll talk to Mabu and circle back. Hasn't responded in 3 days.
Okay, I feel like I need a little more context. Who is Lil Mabu? I know he's a rapper, I assume. Lil Mabu. He makes music. He's got 3.5 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. Who is Lil Mabu? Lil Mabu documentary. I think we need to learn about this guy. Lil Mabu. Come up, white drill rapper and industry plant accusations by Hip Hop Daily. How Lil Mabu created the perfect rap career. Fake gangster. Okay.
Lil Mabu has 6 million monthly listeners, hundreds of millions of streams, and 2 songs that have charted on Billboard. And he did all of this by meticulously crafting the perfect rap career. Not only did he make a rap career for himself, but he made a rap career in the drill scene, a scene that is notorious for violent and aggressive gangster rap. And well, Mabu clearly doesn't fit into that genre. He's a rich white kid who lived in a multi-million-dollar house growing up, not a drill rapper looking for a way out of the hood. But despite all of that, Lil Mabu's position in the rap game as a young white kid couldn't be any better. He has lots of good relationships with artists, entertaining content, a perfect image, entertaining beefs, and just enough.
Say he's got a perfect image. Apparently that perfect image is about to be tarnished. So Tommy G makes a video about him, right? I think. Tommy G Lil Mabu. You can't even find it on YouTube, it doesn't look like. I don't think is it this video? Let's see here. Music, Lil Mabu, Big Dog. Okay, so he kind of put him on a little bit here. And I guess now he owes him money.
Would you be pissed?
I would be enraged. I would be absolutely enraged.
15 seconds of a song. They get a 30-minute video that took days to edit. Danger to our life to film. And they get the money and they don't give a f that didn't come
So they they copyright claim this video?
back. Biggest thing is that he's not mad enough to at least tell me himself he's not going to do anything, that he just defers to his little manager. He can't do that. Anything you would say to Lil Mabu, Mr. Buckingham?
I mean, it's unacceptable. Who does this kind of a thing? Is he that rich to where $11,000 doesn't mean anything to him? Have some principle, bro. It makes me sick.
Would you say he's not standing?
So he scammed a YouTuber by DMCAing him. We'll watch Brandon's video about
Have you
it.
heard of this kid?
My name is Matthew DeLuca. I go to the collegiate school.
He's been cosplaying for a while now.
I can never snitch. That's on my kid.
And he's currently one of the biggest drill rappers on earth who goes by the name Lil Mabu. Unfortunately, this rich private school K-Flock copycat scammed one of my best friends, Tommy G, for $11,070.
Lil Pockets Mabu, you owe me $11,070.
The guy is straight up a liar and a thief. But before we get into the exact details of how this guy scammed Tommy G, I want to give you the backstory of this spineless little rat.
Spineless little rat. Brandon hates this guy. Mabu's little turd. He's the Draco Malfoy of rap. 120 pound suburban white kid cosplaying as a drill rapper didn't follow through on their word. I, for one, am shocked. Give him an $11,000 hospital bill. Jesus. Unfortunately, rap is the only genre where being a scammer and a thief is actually good publicity. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems to be that way. Like with, what's that guy? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The like big scam rapper. Tommy made a video with him. He literally is a rapper who just scams people. No, not Playboy Cardi. He's like an actual scam rapper. Like it's his entire thing. No, not P. Diddy. Not Dread Fox. Punch Made Dev. Yes. Holy shit. It's Atlas in chat. You got it, buddy. Punch Made Dev.
Back, relax, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the history lesson.
Lil Mabu, real name Matthew DeLuca, grew up in a 5-bedroom, 5-bath, 3,327 square foot condo in one of the richest areas of New York City. In his free time, he would escape to the Hamptons, where he would stay in his parents' 6,182 square foot mansion. The combined value of the properties is about $12 million. And as it turns out, his father, Peter DeLuca, is just as big of a scamming douchebag as he is. In 1987, Lil Mabu's father married a woman named Jane, who he had a 13-month-old child with. One day she was holding the child when out of nowhere, her townhome collapsed. collapsed, crushing Jane and killing her child in her arms. In the hospital, she got a bunch of blood transfusions that ended up giving her hepatitis, and she had to undergo 13 surgeries to repair her broken body. She eventually received a $4 million settlement for her losses and injuries during the collapse of her home. And while all this was going on, Lil Mabu's father was hard at work, doing what the DeLucas do. Jane's husband, Peter, was manipulating her finances in a scheme to divorce her and leave her in physical, emotional, and financial ruin. He sued her for divorce in 1996, and she was bullied into a settlement in 1998 that left her with the house and $1 million, with her husband holding on to the rest of the approximately $10 million.
Bro, what the? This got dark really fast. If that's all completely real, that's like insane. Also, Brandon going hard in a video. Love to see it. Haven't seen this energy since the first Sneeko video, but Jesus. Seems warranted given this family's history. Oh my God.
Estate. Obviously a scummy and up situation, but it makes you wonder what kind of connections Lil Mabu's father has to pull off such a scheme. Now, we all know that Mabu's dad is a funeral director that from time to time gets in fist fights at his funeral home with people that are mourning, but according to
Bro, imagine you know that your dad is this way. Like, imagine that you know your father had a wife, a building collapsed on her, and then you drained her bank accounts after the fact and left her when your child died. What the? That's insane. And you wouldn't expect that from like a nice upstanding family or whatever.
Mabu, he's also a lawyer. Pretty wild stuff right there, but that's enough about his dad. As I said before, Lil Mabu is rich, and he just finished his senior year at the Collegiate School, which is a 400-year-old Manhattan private school that costs $60,000 a year. And nowadays,
is that a high school?
In college, scamming YouTubers for over
$60,000 a year for high school. This dude literally lives in he lives in Gossip Girl. This guy is like what's his name, Chuck in that show? He's an evil little private school kid.
$10,000. And you might be wondering, how did this all go down? Well, let's get into it. On April 3rd, Lil Mabu contacted Tommy G on Instagram about his newly released song, Big Dog.
Tommy G, by the way, shout out to Tommy. I don't know him personally, but, you know, friends of the channel, who knows who, have spoken nicely about him. They've talked him up, and he makes good videos. This video about Squeeze Benz and the swim team was insane. This video is absolutely crazy. This video about Mercenaries is good too, but this video was like so good. Such an interesting, it's like actual like journalism, you know? Like I feel like Tyler Oliveira, he makes some decent stuff, but a lot of it it kind of has like an exploitative vibe to it. Not that I'm that mad at that, but it kind of does. Versus Tommy G's videos feel more like he's trying to understand whatever's actually going on instead of just like pushing some kind of agenda and getting people all riled up, you know? He's meeting people, he's trying to understand them, especially weird people like Squeeze Benz, who you don't hear a lot about previous to this video, right? It was really, really good. Tommy G is, he's excellent, dude.
Saying, if you want to make the Big Dog your theme song on YouTube, I can whitelist your channel to monetize on it. To which Tommy responds, ooh, that would be badass. Mabu answers back, bet, I got you. And Tommy goes ahead with their agreement. Tommy decided to put that song in a video that he knew would be one of his biggest. A video where he risked his life called The Most Wanted Drivers of New York.
Oh, there's a video, okay.
I say this just to emphasize that Tommy was doing Mabu a favor here. And at first, everything was cool. Tommy's video got about 2 million views on the first day, and there was no copyright claims. But on the second day, Tommy gets a copyright claim from none other than Lil Mabu and Lil RT for the song Big Dog used in the beginning of the video. This means all the ad revenue in the 30-minute plus video would go to Lil Mabu just for the 15 seconds of music he put in the beginning of the video. YouTube's copyright system is completely broken and f***ed up, but that's not why we're here. Tommy reached out to the Lil Mabu and hopped on a phone call with him where he said I mean,
it's not just YouTube's copyright system, it's really copyright law. I think copyright law needs to be amended to protect people on the internet. It's really out of date. The idea that, like, honestly, I don't think you should even need permission from the artist to use 15 seconds of their song in your video. I think that's dumb. You should credit them. Absolutely. I don't think you should need permission from them to use 15 seconds of their song. So, yeah. And it's not just YouTube's copyright system. It's the abusers, you know, like, I guess Lil Mabu in the situation, who are taking advantage of it to take down people's channels or take their money. Those are the real people who need to be held responsible. It's not just the YouTube copyright system.
That he was going to get his label Empire to take care of it immediately, and if worse comes to worse, he would reimburse him out of pocket.
Oh no, I got you on the bread. Somehow he has like this new accent that he's picked up since private school.
Some just call me misunderstood.
But some time passes and it still isn't clear that Lil Mabu has handled the copyright claim, so Tommy G reaches out with this message. Mabu, just a heads up, at the moment it's still your song that's getting claimed. Does RT have a piece of the song? I put your song in on good faith, so I'm looking for your help in getting this resolved. I'm an independent that works my ass off, so there's no way a label is going to get $8,000 to $10,000 today for 15 seconds of a song in a 30-minute video. Please keep me posted. Mabu,
is there any legal action he can take? I guess if the public pressure doesn't work, that's really the only avenue he has, right? That's really all he can do. There's nothing you can really do past that point if he's not going to respond publicly other than try to take him to court or his label.
Mabu then responds with a screenshot of a text exchange from his manager saying, okay, so Create is publishing rights on the song over Lil RT.
Tom, if you had to either smell Sonic's feet after he goes for a run or eat Mario's mustache, I would eat Mario's mustache. That would probably be delicious.
Jimmy reached out and told them we whitelisted it at the direction of Mabu and that they need to drop their claim ASAP, but are waiting to hear back at the moment. Tommy replied, "Can you send me a text when it's official/done?" To which Lil Mabu did not respond. The next day, Tommy said, "Just a heads up, still not cleared." Tommy, who was obviously fed up that some nerd is stealing his money on one of his biggest videos ever, manually removes the song from his video using...
I mean, that video has, how many views does that have? 7.5 million views. It's 36 minutes long. I mean, that video could have cleared $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in ad revenue, right? That's a lot of money being stolen. That's a lot of money being stolen. Especially considering, I mean, he did risk his life to make that video if you watch it. If you actually watch the video, like, he's scared out of his mind. They're driving crazy.
High speed must be an issue around here.
In the car,
The fact that there are down this
jail time. I'm running red lights. I'm doing more than triple the speed limit, double the speed limit. This is a lot of tickets to...
You did a video in Times Square recently, right?
I would describe their videos as daring, dangerous, and reckless. I'm fascinated by the human desire to push limits and go against the grain. I'm fascinated
And he actually rides with these guys in the cars and he gets the scared out of them. It's a really good video.
using YouTube's trim function, essentially restoring its monetization. He then reaches out to Lil Mabu's manager saying, "I just got it from the video. I'm not confident that CMG will act on it quickly. I did the math and it's already cost me $11,070. That's crazy." And still, Tommy got no response. This is a chart of Tommy's revenue on YouTube, showing the first day he was making money and the second day he made literally $0. And then after that, on the third day, he removed the song and he was back to making money. But the money from the second day all went to Lil Mabu and Lil RT. At this point, Tommy wants to be reimbursed from that second day of revenue that was stolen by Lil Mabu and his copyright claim. So 5 days later, Tommy reaches out to Lil Mabu's manager again.
I'm curious why Tommy didn't, I feel like he should be disputing this claim or whatever, right? Because if he has protection from the copyright holder, he should dispute it with the label, and then, I mean, it's going to get held in escrow for a bit, and maybe they won't release it right away. Maybe it'll take time, but I feel like his label isn't going to sue him if Lil Mabu gave him permission, right? That would be really dumb.
What are our options at this point for recouping what's been lost? Are we able to bill CMG or Empire for a marketing expense? The manager responds, Empire said it's out their hands. They sent an email to them to resolve this matter, but he said if any action is to be taken, it needs to go towards CMG. He said they already have cases that they are dealing with on the same matter. Saturday, April 20th, Tommy G reaches out to Lil Mabu once more and says, I put your song in the video in good faith because you assured me it would be cleared. 11 grand might not be a lot of money to you, but it's a lot of money to me. When I raised this concern with you, you delegated me to your manager and did not even find it important enough to respond to me. Is this how you do business? Hours later at 2:30 in the morning, Lil Mabu responded, almost got kicked out of school this week, LOL. They got me on RICO of conduct violations. No, my team has been working on trying to find a solution for this. Planned on touching bases with you after weekend, and 11K is money to me also. The smug little prick isn't even saying sorry. He's having this fake little fairy tale RICO of conduct violations in his dorm room. This guy even cosplays like a gangster over text message.
What the hell? Oh my God.
What the hell? He does that?
Yeah.
Tommy responds,
Bro is gay.
I hear you.
He tried to do that and they refused to release the claim. Damn.
Amigo, that's serious. I understand life gets busy. I just wanted to make sure this issue has your attention. Let's touch base this week. Tommy waited 4 days and still no response, so we texted him again. Mabu, I know you have good intentions and the situation was an accident. How about this? We meet in the middle and call it a day. We bill Empire/you for marketing. Tommy waits 3 more days, still no response. So Tommy sends another message. This will be my final text to you about this. The ball is in your court to take action in a way.
I mean, the really frustrating thing is just that Mabu gave him full permission to post it. He said it will be fine, and then it got claimed anyway. Like, if you're going to do something like that, you can't just go back on your word. Evil private school kids are people too, Tom. True, Willie. Thank you for the dono, buddy. Big 50, I do appreciate you very much.
You see fitting to your ethics. Tommy got no response. So as of recording this, it has been about an entire month since Lil Mabu robbed Tommy G of $11,070. He has done nothing to rectify the situation and seems perfectly content screwing over a friend that is very close to me. And the reason I'm making this video is because Tommy does not deserve to be robbed like this. Lil Mabu is a disingenuous fraud, and so much of his image is built up off being an independent white kid that did it all himself. And frankly, as annoying as the situation is, it's hilarious how much of a liar Matthew really is. Last month in his DJ Academics interview, Lil Mabu was asked if he was signed, to which he replied this.
So when you put out music, what's the entity that it comes out through?
Young Genius Academy.
But you're not like Universal?
YGA, no.
You're not Universal.
No, I'm not. No,
you're independent.
I'm independent. I'm not
really?
in the label system, no.
And in one of his most popular songs, Mathematical Disrespect, he says this. And in a sit-down video he posted to his own YouTube channel, he said this.
I don't have a manager. I'm not signed to a label.
And it's really funny he's lying like that because he is very clearly signed to a distribution deal with Empire. And not only does he have a manager, but he has a team of over 14 people that he had to talk to when this whole copyright claim situation all went down.
Then he sent me a screenshot of a group chat called Empire with 14 people. That doesn't seem very independent to me.
But surprisingly, this scamming situation isn't Tommy G or my first time interacting with Lil Mabu. In August of 2021, Lil Mabu was trying to blow up on the internet, and he was having his Instagram meme page friends reach out to a bunch of YouTubers trying to pay them $80 to put his song, King of the World, in their videos. I ended up saying no because I thought the song was absolutely but Tommy ended up putting the song in one of his videos we did together called Hell Is Us Rapping in the Hood Part 7. Here you can see way back in 2021, Tommy G linking a Lil Mabu song in his description. I'm bringing this up because it's a pretty good symbolization of how Mabu got to the top of the rap game. He's a rich kid who bought his way into the industry with his dad's money and an elementary understanding of marketing. He's not that original, he's not some genius, he's literally 6'9" with a millionaire daddy.
Don't get swayed. Stay 10 toes and focus. And just be calculated.
Why does he talk
Be very
like that?
calculated and be intentional with everything you do.
I want to ask you this, Matthew Peter DeLuca. Is scamming Tommy G someone who did you a favor, staying 10 toes down by your standards?
Lil Mabu
Not to mention
destroyed.
you personally promised Tommy you reimburse him out of pocket if anything went wrong in the copyright department. Look at how Lil
Yeah,
Mabu...
this guy just seems like a fucking scumbag. I mean, it's not really uncommon for rappers, especially when they blow up because they feel untouchable. But ultimately, stuff like this does usually bite them in the ass, and they end up getting into a lot of problems. People don't want to work with them anymore, especially YouTubers, you know, because a lot of these rappers, the best publicity they're going to get is from YouTubers who cover them, because YouTubers are the new media, you know. They don't want to get on TV. They don't want to get on Saturday Night Live. They don't want to get on mainstream media, ABC News, Fox News. They want to get on, you know, these guys' YouTube channels. And the nice thing about YouTubers is they're usually independent. They're very nice. They're much more willing to work with artists and put their stuff in videos. And they actually can make something sick, like the intro sequence that Tommy G made with the Lil Mabu song. And now he's claiming them. And this is going to make no other YouTubers want to work with him in the future, because they see this kind of stuff and they're like, well, is this going to happen to me? Is this going to happen to me? Not that Mabu has ever reached out to me to use his music in a video, but if he ever did, or if anybody I heard ever did, I'd be like, dude, don't work with this guy. This guy's a scumbag. He's gonna let you put it in. He's gonna say you're not gonna get claimed, and then you're gonna get claimed. And when you're gonna try to message him, he's gonna be like, oh, sorry, I'm busy, and then just ghost you.
Mabu scoffs at the idea of getting paid $15,000 for a single show.
What are you getting for a show these days? 15,000.
DM from a YouTube rapper equals permission. Tommy G is dumb. Dude, it's his song. You would not think that the rapper said he could clear it with the label. Tommy's not dumb.
50.
Bro, what?
Oh, okay. Not to give the low ball to kind of get where you're at with it.
Clearly, this money that he outright stole from Tommy means nothing to him. But I know for a fact it does mean something to Tommy. So I say we try to get it back to him. And here's the thing. Tommy isn't going to pocket the money himself. He's going to use all the proceeds of this GoFundMe he created to fund youth wrestling in his hometown of Milwaukee. So if you want to support Tommy's GoFundMe, you can find the link in the description.
I just wanted to close this presentation with some conclusions and takeaways.
We can't let this little dork screw over one of the good guys of YouTube. And to me, this whole situation is not only indicative of YouTube's broken copyright system, but also indicative of how shitty some people can be that get rich off social media. Thank you all for watching, and Lil Mabu.
Oh, so y'all gay?
If you don't have the money, Mabu, ask your daddy for it, bitch.
Base. Yeah, that was a good video. That was a good video by Brandon. Yeah, I mean, this Lil Mabu kid seems like kind of a fucking scumbag. He's like a white kid pretending to be black, pretending to be hood, pretending to be a gangster, putting on a fake accent, and simultaneously stealing money from YouTubers. Unless there's something I'm missing. Your shirt sucks, true. Unless there's something I'm missing, this kid sounds like he needs an ego check for sure. I don't think there's any doubt about it. Good video by Brandon. Major ego check needed. Major ego check. Lil Mabu is the definition of, but I know something about you. He went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. What's the matter, dog? You embarrassed? This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence, and Clarence was at home with his parents. And Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. They don't want to battle. He shook. Because ain't no such things as halfway crooks. So true. On phone grave, my brother. On phone grave, my brother. That was a good video.